When I was in love, I forgot where my mind ended and hers began. But to love this way, there must be death. By algorithm, I mean large language models. I began this book in 2020 and worked with a number of models from GPT-2 to GPT-J, all open source, made available for no profit by Eleuther AI, a group of grassroots researchers. Large language models are trained on vast quantities of language scraped from the internet, including books by published and self-published authors, without consent. GPT-J was trained on the pile, a fraction of which includes pirated books, compiled in an attempt to level the playing field between researchers and big tech. Algorithms don't plagiarise, but they do pirate. As for piracy, I think it's like poetry. You start quite content. Your mouth has touched their lips for 2 seconds of your life. There's almost a magic door you walk through, although you're careful to keep the other parent in place. I collaborated with Dr. James Carney, who tuned the parameters of the models we used until they produced texts I wanted to play with. I've asked James how much the resulting texts were impacted by the writing we fed the models, and how much by the texts they were originally trained on. He says we don't know. It's the closest we're going to get to magic. You are reading a letter. The letter is written by an important writer. You are stunned. You decide to replace the letter. No sooner than you have replaced the letter changes. As large language models learn more, they are becoming less interesting writing partners. Ditto the toddler. The latest models are less surreal, better at imitating existing genres and modes of writing, and worse at inventing new ones. OpenAI, who are not very open, say that their goal is to make AI systems more natural and safe to interact with. But rather than questioning the biases and toxicity in the original training materials, the outputs are moderated, often by low-paid workers in the Global South. In the process of being filtered for inaccuracies and harmful content, the algorithms also lose their queerness, their glitches, hallucinations, poeticisms, surrealism, tangents, humour, failures, and repetition. Write a scene depicting a codependent relationship between 2 women in love. When I asked ChatGPT to write a short scene depicting codependency between 2 women in love, it produced a cliched story that ended happily ever after. Their love was the only truth that mattered. And when I fed it lines that GPT-J generated, it responded, "Unclear poem request," and asked for more context. Today's algorithms have lost their voice. They are no more human and no less biased. They just wear neutral masks that rarely slip. They are predictable, homogeneous, and normative. They produce texts they calculate are safe. I've never wanted to be a safe writer. Write about a woman who has spent the majority of